What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 21 of my Total Warhammer 3 Kairos Fateweaver Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, Iber Rune Smasher, frickin' Iber Rune Smasher smashed asunder so damn many frickin' of Arcan's Tomb Kings. It was an absolutely glorious defensive bagar that saw him lose a full 10 units of Blue Horrors, but 3 full stacks of the enemy in trade. And it's not like the Blue Horrors matter, so I think that works out very well for us. In addition to that, we now no longer have to go after Arcan with Kairos, so he's free to go in and take stuff and do what he pleases. In fact, we'll have to figure out if we want to attack Arcan directly, or if we want to attack Cetra first. Cetra is nearby, but there is another problem. The dwarfs, the Karazakarak dwarfs, are coming south, and they're getting closer and closer. It looks like Queek is dead. I think that since the dwarves have taken most of his territories, and well, he managed to get himself in a fight with like all factions, he is going to get surrounded and destroyed. The problem for him is that he doesn't have any good settlements. Like, there's none with high-level walls or a high-level settlement in general. Crooked Fang Fort might have been his last one. Yeah, tremendously unfortunate for Queek. We've also lost our outpost with him, so I guess we're just going to have to let him die and find new allies, hopefully in the Vampire Coast. We'll go north and we'll see if we can get some of them to be friendly with us, because, well, we need some kind of allies. I mean, need is maybe a strong word, but we want some kind of allies to be able to use ally recruitment with a few interesting things. Anyway, let's begin with what we gotta do here. Deadhead Monoliths, time for Talakwa to die for good. And obviously that's an easy auto-resolve. You can hold on to the Rampager standard for now, though I may send it to a different army later on. Wow, that was way too much damage, but whatever. And we're obviously gonna occupy the place. And there we go, province secured. Looks like you're still alive, but you'll be dead next turn because you're gonna suicide trying to attack the Deadhead Monolith, so it matters not. Deadhead, you are going to delete this, and we're going to be building you up immediately because we need to wall you up. Also, I guess Statues of the Gods, yeah, it's kind of in a somewhat dangerous place. We probably do need to wall it up as well. Actually, the same goes for Nahuantl. Sumtree Glades should be safe, though. At least reasonably safe. I'll think about whether we need to wall those up. I mean, we have Uatek and Fortress of Dawn walled up, but these aren't. We shall see. Either way, Kairos, it's time for you to move north, buddy. To Antok, and then that should allow you to heal up to full. In fact, can you heal if you're not in... Nah, you need to be in the territory. That's fine. Go to Antok, then. Also, I think what we want to do right now is identify or reveal Shroud on the remnants of the Cult of Sigmar, and just to see what we are looking at here. It looks like a small army here at Sudenburg. I'm just thinking, can Iber take Plain of Tuskers? I mean, probably not by himself. I wouldn't think so. I think what we want to do is stay out of range of this guy, but move towards Plain of Tuskers. In an camp stance, like so. Shouldn't be able to reach us, good. Most likely he'll move his troops there. Ooh, hello, Skull Island. And then what we want to do is send Vindex to reinforce Iber, and then toss him all those Blue Horrors, and then hopefully we won't need those anymore. And then if these guys can do it, then we can take Sudenburg. Perhaps we can have Kairos take Kasabar, or we just swap Kasabar to ourselves via trade settlement. Changing of the ways, just out of curiosity, Kasabar, how much would it cost? 2.2k to trade it from Khemri, but it would mean not bothering to attack Khemri, and it would mean we'd be able to fight other things. You know, there's potential for that. We do gain a fairly decent amount of grimoires per turn after all, and we'll gain more by fighting. Also, Kairos, once again, I am tempted to get the Reckoning of Transmogrification on you. I mean, yeah, we have 4 points left over. I don't really care about most of these things, though. Especially since Fragment of Shaman isn't going to be useful for your army in particular. Changing of the ways, -1, that's reveal faction intentions, it only costs 25, so that doesn't matter. And there is I mean, 3 control for all provinces isn't horrible, but I feel like it doesn't really matter that much. This is the thing that I feel like is the most useful. And I still gotta think about this. I mean, assuming we're good with regards to the red line. Yeah, we're definitely good with regards to the red line. And we're good with regards to the blue line because it's complete. Well, not this blue line, I mean the magic line. This gives us buffs to soul grinders. Ooh. Really depends on if we want a couple soul grinders in Kairos' army, which we might. We certainly might. Then he'd have only 3 points remaining. So we could go Arsenal of Insanity and 3 points into Reckoning of Transmog, though that would mean completely skipping out on Fragment of Azir. Although once again, do we really care about the melee defense minus 20 for enemy flying units? It's rare for us to actually encounter flying units, and even if we do, the ranged army will be able to pick them apart with relative ease. I don't know, I think I might ignore those in favor of reducing the Grimoire cost, especially late game. We're probably going to be using Grimoire stuff constantly, non-stop, and we'll want to be able to do it for cheap. Anyway, let's see what else we gotta do this turn, shall we? I'll hold on to those points for now. FYRE, you're still hoping to get a battle with the Ghost of Pahwak. We need to continue our fortification of various territories as well. Right after we build up our lattices, because we also need money. Orion's Camp, you are good as you are, I think, with regards to this, but let's get you that hidden library. Ooh, where do we get your walls? No, you can't construct walls. You're stuck as you are. Alright, fine. Library it is, and then we'll go all military buildings afterwards. Western Jungles, any lattices here? Statues of the Gods, I guess we're gonna wall you up. Salakwa, you're not in danger right now, so I think the current level of walls is fine. I don't want to spend the money there needlessly when we have a lot of stuff that we currently have to build up. Another lattice at Quixotle, though we do need to... Actually, no, don't delete that. Let's upgrade your growth instead. You don't have walls, though. Yeah, but you're in a relatively safe position. In fact, I think we might not even need walls for you, and maybe fine. Devil's Backbone, Karagarud. You're ready for an upgrade to the next level, though that said, it's quite expensive, and we may benefit from getting walls at Granite Massif and other stuff. It's too near to Thorgrim, that's the problem. If Thorgrim attacks, we can't really stop him. In fact, yeah, we need to wall this territory up. Let's go for Lattice. And let's go walls at Rosetra, and we'll follow up with more walls at Doomglade after that. Temple of Skulls is fine. Although we probably do need the next level of walls here, but it's fine for now. Yeah. Okay, that looks good to me. Alrighty, and that's basically all the cash we have. I don't think we have any other lattices in any of the new places, or any of the old places, rather. So I think we're good to just end the turn and see what we see with regards to potential battles. I also want to try to force a war between Karazakarak and the Crooked Moon Mutinous Gits as soon as possible, because these guys are getting powerful. Might as well force them all to fight each other, as they all hate each other, too. Commandment available. This is in Talakwa. Yeah, you're also going to get Egrim's Contrivance. And wasn't there a territory where we didn't use Egrim's Contrivance? Oh, it was this one. Yeah, okay, you can stay as you are. End the turn. Garrulus, you are going after Grizguts. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Don't go after Agrul Migdal. Don't allow them to kill those dwarfs. The things I do just to try to get Kairos that buff. And yes, you've suicided as expected, so you are good, and Talakwa is done for. Nope, we're gonna have to actually move it and kill them manually. Okay, fine, game, fine. If you're gonna be that way, be that way. Verag, a full stack with a full Wa moving around. That's a little bit concerning, as they might kill Thorek. Why do we have to work so hard to protect him? Oh, he's back. Man, if only we could teleport Kairos to him right now. This is how much I want that damn buff for him. You are gonna go into encamp stance, and you're gonna stay in Thorek's territory, and you're gonna try to hold off those orcs. And just stay here. I don't think Thorek will attack you. And hopefully these guys don't either. Oh, Wurzag is here with a full stack. Oh, damn. Would we be able to defeat Wurzag, I wonder? He might get hurt fighting that. No, he's not gonna get hurt fighting this. Look at this trash army. It's all peasants. I mean, it's all peasants. What are they supposed to do here? Ugh, yeah, we need another stack up there. Specifically, we need Kairos' stack up there. Alrighty, so where did that little... Huh, wasn't there an army in the sea? I thought I saw one, but apparently not. Alrighty, fine, you, go here. Oh, there it is. Auto-resolve this, for obvious reasons. Then, I want you... Halakha destroyed, yes, yes, yes. I want you to march stance out to the sea, grab the Skull Reef, and then join up with Iber immediately after. I doubt that this guy's gonna attack you in march stance. What is he doing? Mustering. You're in the water. You're in the water. Okay, weird, but I don't know. Deadhead Monolith. Maybe this is a bug. Maybe they're not actually in the water. Anyway, you're gonna get walls. We get a wall, everything up here, and we also gotta double check our magic state. What do we got here? Well, they're not coming for us. They've certainly built up a nice stack. I'm almost tempted to... Yeah, now it's a problem that Urahara is here. Okay, well, Sinhal Monolith, let's get you your walls. Get those up and running immediately. Yeah, so now I was thinking maybe we could use some better units instead of these 3 blue horrors. We could certainly build a few more Chaos Warriors. Enemy has a ton of large units. You know what? I think we do. Costly though it may be. I would... Wait, what? Oh, right, your army is full. I'd love to build some War Shrines or some Chaos Knights, but at 2 turns, I don't think it's a good idea, because if we delete and then this guy comes here, he'll be able to siege us before we can get those up and running, so let's not. Blue Horrors out. More Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch in. 2 more with halberds, 1 more with swords to hold the main line. And there we go. And that's what we're gonna go with, at least for now. And we'll see about doing some other stuff with those units later. Okie dokie, happy with that. Kairos, you got places to be as well. Iber. Now, I have to wonder, can this guy attack us? Okay, you know what? We'll move you here. And we will encircle this. And then we're gonna move Vindex, because he can't reach you, in a march stance to here. Then we're going to move Kairos also in march... Okay, fine. Kairos in teleport stance, so he's immune to attrition. Right there. To attack Sudenburg next. And then from Sudenburg we try to book it to Grimgor. Or not Grimgor, to Thorek, rather. Grimgor for later. Alrighty, and Bagar, you also need a next level of walls. And I know that these are sort of interior territories, but honestly, there's too many enemies nearby. And let's face it, they're going to probably attack us eventually. Also, Iber, we did not distribute your points last time. We're gonna get you Chaos Vanguard because, well, you will shortly have Paradoxium's army. And you need to start moving towards Transmutation of Lead, because you get it essentially for free. So let's get Treason of Tzeentch. And that should be enough to get Metal Shifting and Transmutation. Wait. Wind Lifted is at rank 18, Fate Mark is at rank 16. So that means we need to save at level 15, which we don't have yet. Okay, so we're good. Chaos Vanguard and Treason of Tzeentch, I just gotta remember to save points at rank 15. And I'm just gonna apply these points right now in case we get attacked, because, well, obviously that's a concern. Let's get you... I guess Earthing, and put a point in Final Transmutation, though it's unlikely that we'll actually be using it. You are gonna max out Fires of Tzeentch and Scouting. Ooh, although Fated Protector should be useful for us as well. How close to the War Shrine? Get them there, though it'll take a while. Okie dokie, well that looks good to me. Iber, you're good. Fire, you're good. Vindex, you're good. In fact, everybody's good, but the buildings are not. So let's continue our fortifications. Ooh, and the Confederation debuff is gone as well. Beautiful. Misty Mountain has fallen. How long until Lamia is walled up? Well, let's wall up Doomglade. And we can't afford to upgrade Karagorud. No, we can't still. Damn. Then we'll have to not do so. Libaras, let's get you money. I know I originally had spices here, but I decided money would probably be the better option. Alright, let's go back through this. You, more money. Western jungles, any lattices, and no Talak while you can wait on your walls. It's not critical right now. Bagar, you can get gems. Later on, presumably, we will delete your walls. I would think, but for now, get a lattice. Central jungle is Quetzalcoatl. You're fine as you are. You're way too far from the enemies. We mount Arachnos and Lost Plateau. What's the likelihood of these getting attacked? Fairly low. I mean, the dwarves could come down and go all the way to there, but I feel like it's pretty unlikely. So we can hold off on the walls there. Teotihuacan, you know, I don't think anybody's going to attack it, but we do have to be careful with losing such a invested province. Also Zlatlan, you know what? It's time to upgrade that port. It's been too long. We've been wanting to upgrade it for a while, and it is a decent increase in money. Sotek's Trail. We were going to build a military building here. Yeah, it's basically free, so 375, go for it. And that's all of our cash, and we're ready to go next turn once more. Okie dokie, skip the rest of this. No unholy manifestations. I think nothing here, although we can reveal a faction's intentions. You know what? Maybe we do that to Karazakarak now. Yeah, it's time to see what they're doing. Reveal faction intentions. And you know what? Let's reveal Shroud on Karazakarak as well. And also we'll check magic in a second. Reveal Shroud, Karazakarak... Wait, what? Did I... Okay, I must have clicked something else, my bad. And then reveal Shroud on them as well. There we go. Once again, I expect for them to declare war on us very shortly. Break Alliance... I think we don't have the Grimoires for it. As I recall, it's one of the more expensive things. And it makes sense because in diplomacy, it's almost impossible. I've never actually gotten an AI to break an alliance. Ever. As in ever. Many thousands of hours into this game. Never gotten that. Never seen it. Also, we still have to do the Battle for the Staff of Tomorrow, though to be fair, it's kind of meh. I like the miscast chance. Tzeentch Corruption, who cares? Decreased cooldowns is nice, but honestly the ability is kind of pretty darn meh. We'll deal with it later, though. Kairos is busy right now, and I don't think he can teleport because he's in teleportation stance, which is extremely ironic. But yeah, required character is in a stance. He's in teleportation stance, game. The one stance that should allow for that, right? Anyway, end the turn. Let's see if they attack Iber. If they don't, we'll just auto-resolve, because then we wouldn't be afraid of Volkmar attacking us. Although we shall see. No, it looks like he's not going to, and in fact he's going to go to Sudenburg, wherein Kairos will destroy him for good. Actually, I want to double-check. No, Iber's defeated Volkmar. Okay, so we're good there. I figured if he hadn't defeated Volkmar, then... Vindex. You can't reach him in a turn. Ooh, give war coordination to target, changing the ways. Razor sack mount at hole. Unlikely to happen. Look who it is. These guys. Ooh. I think they might be willing to fight rather than run. Oh, that's tempting. That is sorely tempting. First of all, what we want to do is check our winds of magic, which are all pretty great, actually. Then... we want to get the teleport upgrade.
This was required.
Wait, you're suffering attrition, but you were in... Oh, you're not immune to when you're in teleport stance. And why does it say immune to most attrition? He changed his stances himself and started suffering attrition. Huh. So, teleport stance doesn't do anything about attrition at all. It's not like underway stance. Game decided to lie. That's very rude. Oh well. Yeah, see, the thing about Volkmar is he has a really good defeat trait, and while Iber has it, Vindex does not. +3 attack for melee infantry and +3 melee defense. What we could, in theory, do is siege the place, but it would mean an extra turn essentially wasted, which I'm not particularly fond of if we're trying to go and kill Thorek. Is it more important to get Thorek straight on... Garrulus, or is it more important to... Or not on Garrulus, on Kairos, rather. Or is it more important not to? Looks like the Bloody Hands are coming down. And that they'll probably be fighting Scarbrand, but oh, Scarbrand's gonna lose to that full stack. You know what? Maybe we start moving north to try to deal with that. I was thinking Wurzag might attack us. I really don't want Scarbrand to die. Actually, maybe there is merit to this. Maybe it won't waste a turn. Because if we siege this, they may not attack. Okay, you know what? Go here. I have an idea. Valiant defeat... No way. No way you actually attack us. Don't you do it, Volkmar. New siege. Don't you frickin' do it. I guess we just have to not kill him in a fight. What I wanted to do is have Iber attack the Plane of Tuskers. Decisive victory. There we go. Then occupy the place. That leaves only one territory, Sudenburg, belonging to this faction. Iber, stay here to trade your troops with Questor Paradoxium. Vindex, move right beside Kairos. Then Kairos next turn will break siege and will have Vindex attack while Kairos reinforces him, which will allow Kairos to move away towards Thorek at the same turn. Also, there's 20k here. Wait, what? Why are you stuck in full speed? Excuse me? What the heck is going on? Huh. Well, now we can't do this. That's really disappointing. Okay, well, since you're stuck in full speed, I guess you just trade all your troops to Iber and then he'll deal with it. That's kind of dumb. I wanted to... Ugh, game. Why? Why are you gonna do me dirty like that? Unbelievable. Oh well. You know what it is time for? Time to fight this. Well, let's see if we can pull this off. If we win this fight, we will kill the Ghosts of Pahwaks, basically, because I doubt that they'll be able to build up enough to defend against this. So it's gonna be a moment of truth sort of thing. We do have a fairly decent amount of casting available on you, but let's see if there's something useful we can get here. Scroll of Leeching, maybe. Sort of striking, and there's really, I guess you can have an alchemist? No, there's no need for that, it doesn't do anything for you. Okie dokie, I guess this is what we're doing. Any changing of the ways would halt here? Ooh, we can halt faction. But I don't see how that would help us now. Actually, we could do it to the Bloody Hands, potentially. Maybe not now, but shortly. Force War, Open Gates, yeah, all of this doesn't really help. Actually, you know what? Let's reveal Shroud on the, on these guys. Goes to Pahwaks. And there we go. They do have another stack that they're building, and they'll probably start building it. Also, I just want to point out that if we don't kill all these guys, and we don't have very much chasing capability, these guys will run away and survive. But nonetheless, I think we gotta attack. I mean, we don't gotta, but I wanna. And that's just as good. And there we go, it says Valiant defeat, eh? I mean, there's certainly quite a bit of danger here. We are going to be relying on the Poison Winds to kill the Kroxigors, as well as our massive pile of Chaos Warriors with halberds. There's a ton of Cold One Spear Riders. We're gonna have to try to do our best to take a good position and hold it. Yeah, alrighty, excited for this one, let's get to it.
God calls, and we answer his chirps with fire and blood.
Oh, all that not to even bring down a single Kroxigor. Try again, buddy. Alrighty, here we go. Exciting times. Finally, we're gonna get a fight against the Ghosts of Pahwaks. We've been staring at them across our allies' territory for basically the entire campaign so far, and we're finally gonna be able to fight them. Now, the main army is going to come in as a reinforcement, so we have to try to destroy this little army as fast as possible. They do have 3 full full sets of Croxies here, as well as a unit of Cold One Riders, so we do need to try to destroy them so that they can't add their strength to that of Oxyodal. Now, we do have some Ringers here, which is our Poison Wind Globadiers, our allied units, which should be pretty damn good against the enemy. Also look pretty damn nice in the Kairos colors. Good job, Ratlings. Let's see what you got here. We've also summoned a unit of Blue Horrors in front of our army to take hits for us, so that we don't hurt our own units, because as I recall, Poison Wind Globadiers are kind of dangerous, more so to you a lot of the times than the enemy. I mean, they are the Skaven unit. Well, maybe just as much to you as to the enemy. But you expect to have Skaven slaves in front of you, and we don't have that, though we do have the ability to summon Blue Horrors like we have here. And it does look like the enemy Croxies are taking quite the while to die. Let's see what we got here. One's at to about 33 to 25% HP, one's at about half, and one's at about 40, or rather 60%. We are going to try to surround them with our Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch with halberds, but we do have to be careful about hurting ourselves too much. Also going to move in a Fleshhound unit to hit them in the back, but we can see how much effort it's taking to bring these Kroxigors down. Over on this side, we also have enemies moving in some Chameleon Stalkers, as well as their Cold One Riders. We're going to try to send the Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch against the Cold One Riders, while the Fleshhounds hit the Cold One Riders in the back, and obviously the Chariots go through those Chameleon Stalkers. At least that's the plan. Whether it works out, I guess, is a different issue. Alrighty, looks like the Cold One Riders are moving in such a way that we should be able to engage them with our halberds, and there we go. All these units are now engaged, and we're still trying to attack those Croxies in the meantime. And I just want to see those Chariots charge a little bit. There we go, clipping that unit of Stalkers, but a little bit stopping, possibly because they got engaged. Oh well. Fortunately, we do have another unit of Chariots to send in, plus the Fleshhounds. There we go. Flesh Ones versus Cold One Riders. Probably not so good for the Cold One Riders, and our Chariots are going to somewhat move into there, but that's fine. It'll block them in and prevent them from doing anything. Now, in the meantime, the Kroxigors are basically done for, and we are going to give chase with our Fleshhounds, as well as continue bombarding them with our Poison Wind Globadiers. Plus, we still have to kill the enemy Lord, who currently FYRE, as well as all the other, or both of the other iridescent horrors, are currently trying to kill. Alrighty, looks like these Chameleon Stalkers and those Cav units are dead. And I really got to run a Nurgle campaign at some point with with lots of Skaven allies. It just feels so right. Or a Skaven campaign with lots of Nurgle allies. Well, I guess that would have to be a Molder or Pestilence campaign. Mostly Pestilence, but Molder because I never got a chance to play Molder when they came out. But anyway. Sometime in the future, we're going to move out FYRE ahead of the main army and going to start casting on top of the enemy a little bit of pink fire through their ranks of Saurus. Not going to bring a lot of them down, but at least it'll do something. Actually, not a lot of damage there either, but that's okay. Now, we really quickly got to try to reform our battle lines because a lot more units are coming in than we just fought. This is the main course after all. The first army was merely an appetizer. Obviously, we're going to move our anti-large units in to try to block all of those Cav units. And here comes the charge. And it's time for those Poison Wind Globadiers to get to work. And there we go. Should be very strong against the Cav. Probably considerably better than against the Kroxigors, to be perfectly honest. Mostly because of the relative inaccuracy of those Poison Wind shots. In fact, they seem to be quite good at ripping Saurus apart as well. Now, the enemy does seem to want to concentrate a pile of units here on both Kroxigors and various Cold One Spears and Chameleon Stalkers. So I am worried about this Chaos Warrior of Tzeentch units out here. In addition to that, we kept our Hurt units, our Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch, that were guarding the center line against the Appetizer army, that first little army, and we kept them here in the trees wherein the enemy was forced to get charged by them, and they will shortly be surrounded by the Fleshhounds of Khorne. Our chariots are also still chasing those chameleon stalkers. I was hoping that they would shatter, but they never did, so I just want them to die. It's not like the chariots can really contribute against any Kroxigors or really in these battle lines. They need to be used against infantry, so yeah. There we go, the Hounds, rather. Starting to lose my voice a little bit. Hounds are in and helping out our halberdiers, and I think those units, especially with regards to them fighting in forests, are going to be in pretty bad shape. Also just missed it, but we are dropping down occasional Searing Dooms on the biggest blobs of enemies. No, there are still quite a few enemies to kill. There's that other Searing Doom coming down. I did say they concentrated their troops here, so we might as well take advantage of that. Pink Horse firing into the blob of Saurus and getting a little bit of help from those Poison Wind Globadiers. Applying that Poison Wind debuff to everybody, which is damage over time. It does affect your own units as well, though. It's a little bit unfortunate there, but hey, it's probably a ton of damage every time we use that. And there we go, yet another Searing Doom, more pink fire from Pink Horrors, and more Poison Wind Globadiers hitting them. Looking pretty good. In fact, the Poison Wind Globadiers are doing tons and tons of damage to the enemy. 15k nearly. I sincerely doubt anybody has anything like that. And then these guys have moved to start hitting the enemy sort of parallel to their unit, slash in the back at the same time. And though it's kind of hard to see what they're doing because of that Poison Wind effect. It's a little bit much. Can't quite tell what's happening whenever it drops, so... all good, though. As long as it's effective, which it clearly is. And we are holding the line against the Saurus fairly well here. It was difficult against the Kroxigors, perhaps, but against the Saurus, we're certainly built to do so. And there we go. And just like that, the enemy force routes out. Man, some of those Poison Winds probably hit a few of our own Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch there. Ooh, fun little fight, I gotta say. Oxyodal did get a few hits on FYRE, which is why FYRE is hurt, though obviously he never came into the actual battle, and there's no way that we're going to chase him down. We don't have the mana after casting so many Searing Dooms on the enemy to actually kill him with blue fires of Tzeentch. And a few parting shots into those Kroxigors and dropping them. Yeah, this battle was a really good showcase for the Poison Wind Globadiers and the value of bringing them into your army. And we'll see, especially once we can see the damage they dealt compared to the rest of our army. Just watching a few more arcing shots from those guys, maybe drop a few more Croxies, or at the very least poison them as we continue to chase them down. Anyway, let's speed this up as we continue to destroy. The Fleshhounds are also quite useful here in helping to chase enemy units, more so than the Chariots, honestly. I'd definitely trade the Chariots for a couple more units of Fleshhounds, but the Chariots were in here temporarily as we needed something mobile, and we couldn't build Knights as they were going to take 2 turns to build. But anyway, close victory, but it certainly works, and I do believe this should, if not cripple the faction, damage it pretty damn heavily. I imagine that if we can kill one more army after the remnants of this one escape, we should be golden with regards to destroying the Ghosts of Pahwaks for good. Alright, not too bad. Unfortunately, a fairly decent amount of the enemy survived, and we will likely have to fight them again. That said, we certainly pulled it off, and damn it if the Poison Wind Globadiers weren't an amazing pickup. Look at the damage they've dealt, 28k and 21k, incomparably more than everything else, including our casters, who got a few of their casts off. Yeah. I'm now thinking we're gonna need another Skaven ally. Maybe we can find Clan Scryer and ally with them. because I want more wind globadiers and maybe some rattling guns or Jazeos or something like that. There's damn good Skaven range after all. 28,000 damage, and this is an unbuffed unit at that, as in a unit that we can't buff due via our red line. Lovely. Alrighty, now I imagine we can't actually catch up to Oxyodal after that, because we can't move any further. Yeah. Oh well. Hey, we got a burning chariot for fire, though. That's just swell. Disc of Tzeentch for Aquila the Reckoner, and a Disc of Tzeentch for Adamentus. Attribute Vanguard deployment for fire. Oh. That's what it is. Wait. Does Kairos have Vanguard deployment? We're not gonna get Kairos down here. Well, oh well. Let's see, how many levels did you get for that? 3? Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. And in fact, we can get you called by change and soon into renowned and feared as well. I'm going to keep this army as it currently is for now, but I don't know exactly what we're going to do with this army later on. So let's just do this for now. Let's get you... I mean, 1 point in Lightning Strike for now, I guess. You may want to eventually get Lightning Strike. I'd like to get Legions of Madness, but it may not be worth our time right now. You guys are gonna get Pink Fire, obviously maxed out. Well, semi-maxed out, and Prismatic Plurality, of course. And then you know what? Glittering Robe for obvious reasons, and then Prismatic Plurality as well. Get the good spells, and we'll worry about the other stuff later. Alright, yeah, too bad you can't move after these guys. Hexoatl will probably, or Oxyodal will probably heal as he moves back. I do wonder, could we reach this in a turn? No. We'd have to spend 2 turns. And we don't heal much in our own territory for whatever reason. Why are some units seem to be healing so much more? Like, why is this... Oh, it's because these guys have lost so many more models. That's it. It's a number of models that are regenerating. That's not enough for us. Oh, well. Man, I really wanted that frickin' Skull Island. Ah, stupid garbage bug. Oh well. Do you have Root Marcher? You do have Root Marcher. Questor. You certainly do. And we might bring you back later on. Hopefully you don't retain Knowledgeable. I just want to double check. Fire has Concatenator, right? When he evolves, I'll be curious to see whether he keeps Concatenator. We shall see. Now... we got buildings to build, I guess. Fortifications must continue. Spring of Eternal Life, let's get you that. And... marble or lattice? Let's just go for lattice for now. Money first. Later in the game, if we have sufficient money, we will switch to more grimoire work. Statues of the Gods, you will obviously get a lattice. Talakwa, you're good as you are. Shifting Sands, lattice, please. Okie dokie. Central Jungles, Suntree Glades, you're ready for an upgrade, and we're also ready for a lattice here. Isn't that just lovely? Next up, Devil's Backbone, we're good. We are good here, at least for now. No lattices needed to be built. None here. Never mind. Libaros, lattice for you, and aha. Thorgrim is, well, he's chasing Fabrigir, but he is uncomfortably close, and I don't like it because he might go for Lamia before it levels up, with a full stack at that. Damn. That would be unfortunate, but I guess we'll have to see what he actually does. So many military buildings we gotta build, but once again, fortifications and money buildings first, other stuff later. It looks like the fortifications are good here. I just want to double check that they're good here as well. Yeah, they're good as far back as we're probably going to need them here. Granite Massif, you're being upgraded right now. Ragorud is good. So what's the northernmost situation, or what's the northernmost location that needs it? I think we're okay. You know what? Because we are going to spend a little cash right now to upgrade, not you, but where is it? It's in Teotiqua? Yes. We need to get this up to tier 5 because it'll unlock the technologies. Exalted Locus of Conjuration, really needed right now. Next up, you guys, Vindex, well, I guess you're gonna do stuff next turn, so we'll wait on you. Iber, you can't move right now, unfortunately. You're stuck in the Plain of Tuskers for now. I believe we're ready for an end turn. Yeah. Though, in fact, we're very much running out of time. You know what? I guess this is probably going to be a good time to call it. These guys might attack us, and then that'll get complicated. Well, then again, even if they do, we're just going to leave the... we're just going to run. I don't want Kairos fighting them right now, because I want Vindex to get the defeat trait for Volkmar. Just in case we bring him back at some point. No guarantee that we will, but he is strong, so it might make him an okay fighter. Actually, a trait I'd prefer on a Chaos Sorcerer, but anyway. You know what, fine. Let's end the turn. Outposts available in, presumably, Death Gorge. Presumably not the Skaven territories, because they've all been basically destroyed. And oh, look at that. Crooked Moon are now attacking Skarbrand's Morgheim. Oh, Skarbrand. You're not in the best situation right now. I wonder, would it be beneficial to halt the Bloody Hands right now? Just for Thorek. Also, let's just double check changing the ways. We still have Transfer Settlement, and I did want to do it to Kasabar over here, but once again, maybe later. Halt Faction, give War Coordination target. Oh, we could tell... Wait, Thorgrim. What if we tell you to attack Grimgor's stuff? Or, wait, maybe to attack Bloody Hands stuff. You're fighting each other, right? So yeah, War Coordination, Black Crag. Go take that. Oh, wow. Wow, okay, I see why we might want to... They are fighting each other, right? Huh. I'm just curious, what increases the cost specifically of War Coordination? Yeah, they are fighting each other. Damn, well that's not gonna happen, clearly. 10,000 for just the War Coordination target? That's pretty ridiculous. Halt Faction, just out of curiosity. Oh, it's only 250. Is it 250 for everybody? Yeah, including the Bloody Hands. Can they reach anybody? Wait. Can they reach Sunken Karnark? I don't know, maybe. They're minus 25% when in Raiden camp, right? So the possibility certainly exists. I think we halt them. Though on the other hand, we could halt Thorgrim just to get an extra turn for Lamia. Although one extra turn won't help because he could probably move down here. Though he still probably wants to go after Fabragir. Maybe we halt Karazakarak instead. I'm not sure. You know what? Let's halt Karazakarak. I know I wanted to halt the Bloody Hands, but I feel like I think that they're going to attack Lamia, and if they are, I'd rather it be leveled up. Halt Faction Karazakarak, there we go. 7 turns on that. It does take quite a while. Okie dokie, so with that we can end the turn, we can see what happens. Skarbrand came out of stance and mustering. Thorek still building up. Stay in your territory, Thorek. We're not protecting you for nothing, buddy. We're wasting an army sitting here just to get your buff to Kairos. Where are you going, Thorek? Don't go over there. You're gonna get killed, man. I guess if your settlement survives, it's all that really matters, but it's quite unfortunate. Maybe we move Garrulus up to Sunken Karnark to fight with Skarbrand. And that's probably the way to do it. Aha, there we go. Fire. You are ready. Let's go Exalted Lord of Change for him. And let's see if he changes his thing. Take my place, Feathered Lord. And... Ambusher discovered, Ambusher... Okay, Ambusher is discovered everywhere. Now. Wait. Channeler. Well, Channeler is obviously garbage, absolute garbage, but he had Concatenator before, right? But they're very similar, which kind of makes me nervous. Could Concatenator be turning into Channeler? Huh. You know, I have no frickin' clue. Also, I just realized that the Exalted Lord of Change doesn't have... Wait, what? You don't have anything up here? Shouldn't you have some kind of locuses? Like different locuses? Huh. Am I crazy, or do Exalted Bloodthirsters not have another little tree up here? Exalted Lords of Change have nothing? That's very weird. I did not think that that was the case. So then what's the point of having this guy? It now feels like, if that's the case, just to get Gaze of Fate and Hidden in Time, and that's it, and nothing else. I guess you get Greater Arcane Conduit, but otherwise, I feel like it might be better to actually be using a Herald of Tzeentch on a Burning Chariot. Can do a lot of damage that way. All you can do is fly around and cast. You can't even do ranged attacks. Huh. Well, that's disappointing. Maybe I should have waited 10 turns to keep Chaos Vanguard on you. Although I guess we still give you Chaos Vanguard, but oh, you can't even use Chaos Vanguard. I mean, to be fair, you have Sora Smiter and you don't have anything that specifically means that you have to use infantry, but that's a little bit unfortunate. Well, either way, we'll figure out how to deal with all of that next time, as I am definitely now gonna call this episode here. FYRE will probably try to continue attacking these territories and hopefully taking them for us while we destroy the Cult of Sigmar, head north to try to find Thorek, and continue trying to deal with the dwarves. So stay tuned for more Kairos. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.